So bring your attention to this bell sound and follow the sound, please. While you're following the sound, let your body to settle down itself. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So your right palm on your left, neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. Let your whole body weight go down, and mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalation. So in the beginning, step by step, relax your body, relax your head, relax your forehead, relax your eyebrows, relax your eyes, relax your ears, relax your nose, relax your tongue, relax your whole face muscles, relax your teeth, relax your mouth, relax your throat, relax your neck, relax your shoulders, arms, elbow, forearms, palms, fingers, fingertips. Relax your whole back muscles and relax your spine. Relax your chest and relax your abdominal muscles. Relax your lungs, relax your heart, liver, kidneys, gallbladder. Relax your pancreas, relax your small intestine and relax your large intestine. Relax your all abdominal organs. Relax your buttock, relax your thigh, relax your knee, relax your calf muscles, relax your foot and relax your toes. Relax your whole body muscles, tendons, ligaments, bone marrows, and whole skeleton. Release the tension in your mind and keep relax your face muscles. Bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. So in the beginning, deeply inhale, exhale 3 times and find the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation, and take a mental note. And slowly observe your inhalation, exhalation, and allow it to happen itself. Don't try to inhale or exhale. Just keep it neutral. Allow it to happen as it is. When the inhalation, exhalation happens, just recognize this is inhalation, this is exhalation. Develop unmovable posture and intentional, desirable attention towards the inhalation, exhalation. Whatever the sensation arises in your body, don't react to that anything. Your entire effort should focus to inhalation, exhalation and be with it. And follow the sensation. Knowingly arising, existing, arising, existing. Bring attention to entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation. And remember to know the condition of the mind. Don't observe with any personality. Don't observe with any gender. Just observe with the pure consciousness and completely be free. Experience the sensation to the maximum. Some inhalation, exhalation become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. Accept it. Don't try to maintain. Look very carefully. Arising, existence and disappearance of the sensation. Drop the name of the inhalation or exhalation. Look very carefully and deeply what you recognize as sensation. How you recognize it. What it indicates. Is it separate from you? If it is you, how you recognize it separately? How you become separate from sensation? How the recognizer becomes separate from recognition? To see the very nature of the sensation. It arises itself without any effort and disappear itself. This is the very nature of your life. What you experience with your inhalation, exhalation, the ultimate change is the very nature of your past or even your future. Even anything in this entire universe, depth of this all, this is the only thing we experience. If you are able to experience this, you become complete. You come out of timeline. You come out of space because there is nothing to become anymore. When there is nothing to become, no desire, no grudge, nothing to hold, you become free from existence. Once you become free from existence, becoming, there is nothing to resist. That is where you come out of suffering. When you are come out of suffering, no anger, hatred, jealousy, envy. That is where you experience the bliss. Bring your attention to your body. Just completely be with this moment. Appreciate yourself. Pay your gratitude. You are so blessed. You are so lucky to have this moment. When you wake up in the morning, you have strength to stand on your own feet. You have strength to walk the bathroom or the restroom. You can clean yourself. You can enjoy a cup of tea or coffee or meal. You can share your life with others. There are others around you to share their life with you. Remember that is blessing. Appreciate it. Don't demand anything out of this life, what you experience. Learn to accept in without any condition. You have this beautiful eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. You have longevity, complexion, strength, comfort, and wisdom to experience this life as a human being. That is the highest blessing that you can gain. And that is the greatest miracle can happen in this universe. Because when one thing starts to disappear, what you experience, there is no power to reverse that. So rather than demanding anything, just surrender and accept without any condition. Knowingly you are complete. You have a moment to sit like this and experience this breath. That is blessing. You have a roof over your head. You have a place to live. You have things around you to maintain your life. Appreciate it. Don't argue. Don't look ahead. Don't wait anything anymore. Because once this is start to lose, you cannot get anything back. While you are practicing here in this very moment, there are a lot of people losing these all connections, disappearing from this world. We cannot find them again anymore. There are a lot of people struggling with death, fighting with life, have fear, anxiety, depression, helplessness, hopelessness, loneliness. As paying your gratitude, share your heart with them. May they come out of that fear, anxiety, depression, helplessness, hopelessness, loneliness. May they have the strength, courage, and wisdom to go through the situation and find the balance, harmony, tranquility state within themselves. Not only them, share your heart with your loved ones, your dear near ones, your beloved parents, husband, wife, children, friends and family members, brothers, sisters, your neighbors, village people, city, state, country, all living beings in this world and in this universe. And also, most of young people in this very moment, unrest and struggling on the street, have thought yourself, may they find the peace, harmony, tranquility state within themselves. May your wishes help to heal them. With that thought, let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. So thinking like thus, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart, and visualize yourself and send it as a light forward to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side, downward and upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy. Without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance, or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Let your heart to come out of the skin. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dhamma friends, we practice meditation to gain the clarity within ourselves, within our own thoughts. So when you observe inhalation, exhalation, or any sensation, any perceptions, any thoughts, there is something happening. appear or arising, existing and disappearing. And have you ever thought, what is happening after that disappearance? Our sensation, our thoughts, our perceptions, or whatever you experience. So far in your life, you went through many kind of thoughts, emotions, situations, and actions. And arise, it appeared, exist for a moment and disappeared. So what happened after the disappearance? And once it disappeared, how something arise again, how something exist again, and how something disappear again. Have you ever thought this connection? So there is a deeper, the current layout within this all actions, emotions, experience, appearance, existence and disappearance. There is a current layout. So mostly, listen this very carefully. So the mostly, whatever we experience as an emotion, as perception, as thought, as sensation, and bring us kind of like the joy or the pleasure or the satisfaction. And with that satisfaction or unsatisfaction, it colored our consciousness. It colored with emotions, with related with something. And because of that satisfaction or dissatisfaction come out of the thought, not allow you to see above it. And the thing is this, the whatever you experience or whatever the satisfaction or whatever the emotions arise out of your the thought or the perception or the sensation, the itself, that the result whatever arising not allow you to make it complete. So that's why you cannot see what is happening after it end. The result itself start to take you to something. So because of this pattern, again and again and again and again, when it happens, we experience life not to the maximum, we experience life in a partial way, in a shallow level. But we cannot go into the depth. Why we cannot go to the depth? Because it blocked by our own experience. But when you able to give the attention with the deeper intention, what is this experience, rather than holding it to the outcome, or rather than holding the result, or rather than holding the pain or pleasure come as a result of that thought, if you able to observe, and that is where you're going to recognize that whatever you see as end, not the end. So when the sensation arises, when you observe, it arise, appear, and exist for a moment and disappear. And it end. But that ending is not the end. The reason in a deeper level, it's as example, if I give an example, when you look at the river, what makes the river as river? The water or the current? When the water and current both come together, it becomes the river. Try to understand. The same like in a deeper level, there is a current inside you called desire. When that desire mixes with the thoughts, this all the experience arise with the sensation or with the perception, with the emotions. The thing is, in the shallow level, in partially when we experience the life, what is happening, we cannot see the current. And we keep repeating, we keep going, we keep going, we keep going. But if you are able to little bit slow down and start to observe what is happening this after this disappearance, what is happening when there is a thought, what is happening after that? There is an anger, there is a joy arise. So what is happening after that once it go away? So you get angry in that very moment, you cannot observe it, but later you know, oh, I got angry that time. I should not be like that. So have you ever thought what happened to that anger? Then you will see the very nature of the thought. Then you see there is a reason that anger came. There is a current that anger came. Once it disappear means it go and settle down with that current. It not disappeared. It just passed away. It just moved away, but leaving the increase in the strength of the current. So the good thoughts or the bad thoughts, the same. If you think about something good, later you will forget it. But it will nourish the deeper level of the current. So the beauty, how this meditation will take you to understand this, because once you start to observe, once you start to recognize arising, existence and disappear in this pattern little by little, little by little, naturally you start to see after the disappearance what is happening. Because if I give another analogy to this with our body, look, this our body, we have many layers of garments, clothes. So we're trying to represent many characters. But the very true nature of our body, very naked nature of our body is something else. But we see the person. We see with the garments. But we never see the person, its origin or its true nature. The same like our own thoughts. We never see the real thought, because we just see the out layers, the garments that we put with layers by layers, layers by layers. Even it is not the same. The layer by layer, it's different kind of thoughts. The same thing happening. The layer by layer, once you start to remove the thoughts little by little, little by little, as you can find the very naked body, you start to find the very naked, the power of the force of the creator of these thoughts called desire. When the day you find it, just seeing the desire as desire is the solution for come out of the desire. Remember that. As recognizing the desire as desire itself will release the desire. So that is why you have to develop this method little by little, slowly, and you have to be patient, and you have to be sharp and clear. Why? Because sometimes we cannot remove that layer ourselves. We don't want, we build it, we put ourselves. And once we get close to it, once we get attached to it we cannot see. It's same like as example, you go by bus or by public transport, or you go to public place and you go to watch a movie or drama or something, like whoever sit next to you, and sometimes if there is a bad smell come and it disturb you, but as parents you have done when the child born, and sometimes you hold the child, you hug the child, you kiss the child, and keep nose to nose and try to make the child happy, and you love the smell. Even it doesn't matter whatever the bad smell come out of the child, you don't care. Why? Because there is a layer you put with the love and compassion regarding the child. That layer is so strong than the aroma that arises, and you can handle it. With your husband, wife, with your parents, with your best friends, your partners, the same. The garment you put covered it. The same like the thought layer you put on whatever the situation. It covered the original stream, the current that hold by. You're not going to see it. So that's why we are kind of like actors or actresses. The entire world is kind of like a drama. And it is not the you. When you acting a character, so when you have chance to act as a Romeo or Juliet, and then you put the layer of that character, and then you try to become that character. It is not through you. And when you become true you, the audience not going to accept. So then you try to give your best to audience to become the Romeo or Juliet. The same like when you come to this world, on the way in this journey, there are a lot of concepts put into our head. You have to be like this, you have to be like this, you have to be like this, you should be like this, don't do this, don't do that. So like that. There are a lot of things put into our head. And now our true nature is almost gone. And we cannot find it because of all the characters or the ideas or the layers by layers put into us. And because of that, the deeper level who we are today missing. So the meditation will help us to get back. So then deeply when you observe, you see the rising, existence and disappearance, and start to watch what is happening, it disappears, where it goes. And after you have a happy moment, and just take a little time and see. You was happy, and after that, where it went. Then you see the origin of it. It go like a circle. It go like a circle. You get angry, you get mad, sad, worried, disappointed, and it's okay. Let it be. And but after that, and start to observe where it went, what happened to that. Really try to examine, be serious about it. It is not just a shallow level of partially you think. No, deeply learn, think. Take 5 minutes. And then what will happen? Once you start to see it go to the current and settle down there, go to the current and settle down there, that will help to reduce the strength of the current. And the beauty of that, in according to the quantum physics, so the whatever the nature, that whatever the energy or whatever the subject or whatever the object that you recognize or you hold, you reflect, you understand, it is energy. And wherever the whatever the wherever that the same kind of energy exists in that very moment, what is happening? You start to get connect to that. As example, when you think about the water in that moment, the very nature of the water going to be in your mind, the current, the waves, and it will start to connect without any second. The wherever the very near water, it going to connect to you. And there is the person swimming in the ocean, and then suddenly there is a big wave come and this person is struggling. So you can do this experiment. You have to do this to understand this. And you are watching and sitting in the sand and you watching. And when you see that, so whatever the struggle that go through that person's head, the same way happening in your mind also. The same thing, when you practice meditate, same thing happening with the understanding. That is why I want to mention. When you see an angry person, and when you to recognize that person as angry, there is a certain similar connection should come to your head. But the thing is this, when you develop the current to recognize properly arising existence and disappearance and the current that happening inside you, you already reduce the current of that, the building up or the happening things within us, emotions, the perceptions or thoughts, reactions or anything. You know the deeper mechanism. So when the whatever going to happen in front of you, rather than that situation going to overtake your mind, what is happening, your understanding going to get connected to that person. That's why you can do it with the animal. So bear with me and take a little time to understand this. So when there is an animal going to attack, the mostly animal going to attack not because the behavior of the animal. Your mind already create the situation, you know, your mind already create a situation, this animal going to attack you. It itself effect for that animal. It's become kind of like animal, the energy, and that animal sometimes become helpless. Only thing that animal can do, surrender to your energy, and then whatever that you already create in your head, the animal go with that, and exactly the way you thought that animal attacked you. Because animal helpless. But at the same way, If you develop the method or the understanding without fear, with the very clear mind, you recognize this animal, it doesn't matter, the whatever the danger animal, that yourself, you know this animal not going to attack. There is no in your mind the attack kind of like a picture. And that way that animal not going to behave like that. You can ask from the people who train the animals. Mentally, they have a vision. This animal should be like this. That's why the animal behave like that way. But unfortunately, with our husband, wife, children, friends, and family members, you already experience in the beginning of your life, when your relationship or the beginning of your connection, you thought the person like this, that the person exactly react like that way. And later what is happening with these minor incidents, we knowingly or unknowingly, we develop a current. We put a layer, we put a garment on our thoughts, over our thoughts, with the emotions or with the reactions or the behavior or any, you can name whatever. And then now when you see the person, when you think about the person, you think that person like this. Of course, that person going to become like that. Especially if that person don't think about you, or when that person have a very shallow mind, you have a strong energy thinking, this person like this, that energy go and react. So then how you can reverse this and make it more profitable to everyone? So once you know the greed, hatred, and the delusion arise as a current, once you know that, you develop the loving kindness, compassion, generosity, and the wisdom inside you, and that going to reflect, and that going to increase the power of the outside, the generosity, loving kindness, and compassion, rather than developing the hate, anger, jealousy. So that's why you are the epicenter of the universe. You have that power within yourself. So then try to develop that knowingly deeper layer, the current, the stream of your life, if stream of the desire, and get into that. To get into that slowly, little by little, look yourself, and then you will see the wherever you go, whatever you do, and you have certain responsibility, not to empower, not to that increase the current or the energy around you with the unnecessary situation. And you have power at the same time to heal and calm down and make them more wiser and understand. So it is your choice. So think about it again and again, try to develop that, and try to come out of these layers of the thoughts and start to see the very beginning and the origin of it, to get into that, learn to catch the ending of the thought and start to see after it end. Don't forget and start to investigate, look where it go. Then you see the current. Seeing the current itself is the solution to stop the currents. So with that, I bless upon everyone. With this good practice, may all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to you, may no difficulties come to you, may no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. Ittavata chamme sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahan hotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless you.